Yo, welcome back to the channel and hope you guys are all doing well. It's Oscar and we're back again with another video. Today we're obviously going to be talking about Walmart's earnings. That was kind of what my last video was about, whether they were going to beat earnings. Same thing with Home Depot and Target. So main thing we're going to talk about is Walmart, because I did end up picking up a 20 pack of Walmart $150 calls expiring on September 16th. I did get out of them this morning as soon as the bell basically rang. As you guys can see, Walmart was up almost $7 today, 5%, and earnings went pretty well. So EPS they beat by 10.5%, revenue they beat by basically 1%. It was like a 10.64% surprise on EPS, which is great, and revenue, like I said, was up 1%. So that is great to see. The interesting thing that I kind of wanted to capitalize on, I guess, was obviously it was at the beginning of the month they kind of lowered their guidance, which obviously dropped the stock. If we go ahead and take a look here. So at the end of July, they lowered guidance. So obviously we had this gap down here. This basically, it was a gap down. We filled that gap, basically came down a little bit and kind of hit like a demand zone here. And then so far we've been going back up. Now the interesting thing, like I was saying, this guidance drop right here basically gave way for earnings this quarter to be kind of how would I say, kind of gave way for earnings to be better in a way. Hypothetically speaking, we were expecting, or most people were kind of expecting, for a negative number. Since they lowered guidance, I took ahead and took that into consideration. And they obviously can't do much worse if they lowered guidance, but they can do obviously much better since they lowered their guidance. Means that they're going to be thinking that they're going to do worse in the quarter, but hypothetically they did better. And so far, and like in turn, the stock obviously went up. So like if we look at this, yesterday at close it was 132. This morning at open, we opened up at like 130. Was it 138? No, that's not. I think we opened up. We'll just do this. We'll look at the 5. So we opened up here at like 138.32. So it did well. This kind of, I think this 140 level was a little bit of a resistance for a second, but then started working as support. This 140 level is the gap. Basically 146 to 140 is the gap from the previous earnings when it dropped massively. So Walmart total revenue was $1.529 billion, up 8.4%. E-commerce growth was 12%, 18% on a 2-year stack. Sam's Club comp sales increased, operating income decreased, earnings per share obviously increased, and comp sales grew 6.5%, which is great. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is BBBY. This thing was absolutely on fire today. If you guys kind of remember the meme stock rally, I think everybody remembers the meme stock rally from last year with AMC and GameStop. Bed Bath & Beyond was a part of that. BlackBerry was a part of that. Sundial was a part of that. I'm sure there was a couple others, but BBBY was up today at one point like 78%, 80%, which is absolutely crazy. And then kind of came back down to just being up 29%. Still 29% like a lot for just a single day. So if we look in the last month at the beginning, if you would have bought shares at the beginning of the month, you'd be up 257%. I think this was up like 500% at one point today when it was at the highs, which is absolutely crazy. Now, if I remember this, so BBBY obviously soars 70%. Talk about Brian Cohen's call options. And let me pull that up actually, because that is something I looked at yesterday night, but kind of didn't take into consideration because I didn't understand what I was reading. So if we look at this, this is the ownership submission basically from the SEC for Ryan Cohen on Bed Bath & Beyond shares or call options. So here is the amount of securities beneficially owned is 7.78 million by RC Ventures with a Ryan Cohen Ventures. American style call option expiring. These are basically leaps expiring on 2023, January 20th. 1.125 million, 44,500,000. And I'm guessing these are obviously calls, but I'm not sure if we take this number and divide it by 100 or whatever it is, but $60, $75, and $80. So Ryan Cohen obviously knew something was up because this was filed yesterday, the 8/15. It was filed yesterday. So he knew something was up, and that's obviously why BBBY ran like it did today. I watched one guy turn like $1,400 into 22,000 or something absolutely ridiculous. If I can find that real quick. But GME got halted today. AMC might have gotten halted. HD was up a whole lot. So this is the call I was talking about. So Bed Bath & Beyond, $30 call expiring this week. Bought 49 of them for $1,400. And like I said, at one point it was $22,900, so $30,000. And the gain was up like 1,500%, which is ridiculous. But yeah, BBBY was absolutely flying. Home Depot hit. It was kind of stalling after it reported earnings this week. As we can see, it's like 312, but it got all the way up to 332, which is great. Up 4% for the day. At highs, it was up 6.5%. But yeah, they beat quarter earnings again, and yeah, it was just an overall good earnings reports for consumer staples so far. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Real quick, I think I'm gonna probably keep my eye on BBBY and other meme stocks for the rest of this week. Considering today BBBY did this, I'm not sure if it's going to continue for the rest of the week or even into next week. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, drop your comments down below. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.